Hello, YouTube. Looking rough this morning. Talking about Cloud and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Yeah, everyone's kind of losing their goddamn mind over this. Why? No one expected this. I don't even think the most diehard Final Fantasy VII fans or fans of Cloud ever expected this. And there were people saying, "Oh, put Cloud in Smash." How do you think? How do you think those people are now? Did they seriously expect this? I certainly didn't. I mean, the moment I heard the music, I'm just like, "Is this Cloud?" It's like, "Is this real? Are they sticking Cloud in there?" Now, now I'm just sort of guessing here, just as to why they did this and what it could mean. But I think of all the everyone's saying of all the Final Fantasy characters, why Cloud? Well, let's think about it for a second. When most people think Final Fantasy, they probably think Final Fantasy VII, and when they think Final Fantasy VII character, they most likely think of Cloud. Even if you yourself don't think of Cloud, he's arguably the most iconic character out of Final Fantasy VII. Um, Yeah, pretty much. He's arguably the most iconic character in Final Fantasy VII. His huge sword, his spiky blonde hair, his weird-looking armor. Yeah, it's just everything about him. Just you can easily recognize him from all the bunch of Final Fantasy characters. Um, I mean, who would you rather have? Fucking Lightning? I don't. But then the obvious argument of like, well, Final Fantasy VII was never on any Nintendo-based systems. Final Fantasy VII was supposed to be on the Nintendo 64 originally. Like, it was going to be on that and the PlayStation. But the Nintendo 64, as awesome as it was, lacked sufficient memory storage. The big disadvantage of cartridges is that they just didn't have the correct memory to boot, really. So he got pushed to PlayStation exclusive because, well, discs hold more storage and they could have 3 of them and not interfere with anything. Um, But yeah, but I do have a few reasons. Like, what does this all mean? How did Cloud get in here, and what does it mean? This, I think, because we're getting a special, we're getting another direct this September where it's going to be, new Smash Bros. Content. So obviously they're going to announce more than one character, maybe 3, maybe 6, who knows? Sakurai said there'll be several DLC characters. That could mean anywhere from 3. That could mean like we're getting 10 DLC characters over time. He said he can't keep the team together forever, and he said it would be fan service from here on out. This was after Roy and Ryu came out. But what does it mean? I think this is a way of Nintendo saying any video game character is eligible. Doesn't matter how obscure they are or how iconic they are, or even if they've never been on a Nintendo platform, anyone is eligible. Yeah, so basically that any video game character is eligible. And also adding to that point, they will probably go through thick and thin just to get that character. I mean, I don't know how they got Cloud. Final Fantasy games haven't exactly been on Nintendo systems in a while. Granted, I think Nintendo has a fairly decent relationship with Square Enix. I think Bravely Default, that was Square Enix, right? That was on 3DS. Plus they have that new Final Fantasy game they showed at the Direct. That looks pretty cool, actually. That I might get. You can actually dress up characters you can actually dress up your character as Cloud or Tifa or Lightning or Squall. Squall. But then of course the big thing is, was Cloud ballot related or not? Because let's face it, who voted for him? Obviously there were people that did vote for him, but he was never like, you look at like various polls on like Reddit and other websites, he was nowhere to be seen. Like he get maybe like 10 votes or something, but compared to say like the 300 or so votes like Shovel Knight or Isaac or King K. Rool would get or whatever, those are like the big 3, or Shantae. But yeah, I'm gonna take a rough stab and say he isn't ballot related, which means that maybe they worked out some deal. Which is to my next point. Final Fantasy VII Remake might be coming to Wii U or an X. Because that remake's coming to PlayStation 4. Now, keep in mind, I'm just sort of going by this. They said at Sony's press conference when they first announced that it's coming, you can play it first on PlayStation 4. If it was PlayStation 4 exclusive, they would have said it's coming to PlayStation 4 only. I think they would have stressed that point. There hasn't been much information related about that, like in terms of what the remake is. It's gonna be more that it's gonna be like a complete overhaul. It won't just be a simple like remake, update graphics and whatnot. Now they're gonna change some of the story as well, which I think is good. But yeah, it could mean that FF7 remake might be coming to a Nintendo console, or maybe even 3DS. Excuse me. But, and this leads to my final point, if let's say Nintendo and Square made a deal to get Cloud in there, what's to say Master Chief isn't next? What's to say Nathan Drake isn't next? But yeah, it's like, who else are they gonna get in there? I mean, now that this basically says, hey, we can have anyone and anyone who's from a video game. I want Lara Croft in there now. Yeah. I mean, sure, she's got a bow and arrow. Yeah, she could work that bow and arrow. I mean, she's got guns as well, but you could always just take the guns away. I think she's better with the bow and arrow. But yeah, who's next is what I want to know. I mean, we won't find out till December, but whoa, I think people were expecting a new Smash character because Sakurai retweeted the announcement of the Direct, and everyone thought like, ooh. And, well, it made sense. They didn't show one off at E3, so I guess. Excuse me. So yeah, Cloud, Strife, and Smash, this is very much a good thing. You know, I'm excited to play as him. He looks badass, and he's one of my favorite game characters. I'm kind of in that camp. I'm going to be that guy. I think Final Fantasy VII is one of the greatest fucking games ever made. The fact that we're still talking about it today, yeah, I think that means something. Of course, you know, you could also say, well, people talk about bad things even to this day, because, you know, there's plenty of people that say it's an overrated piece of shit. But, you know, to each their own, but I fit in that category. I think FF7 is one of the greatest fucking games ever made. But this is exciting. I want to play as him right now. I'm going to assume he will be ready for December. He comes with the character and a stage. Like, they updated the Smash Bros. Website. They actually showed his full character model. I mean, in the... hold on one second here. Oops. English? That's what it takes there. They actually showed his like full character model like that. So he comes with, you get the fighter and the stage, kind of like how Ryu is, which means he might be about like $7.99 Canadian standards. But this is exciting. It's been like so long since we've gotten a DLC character. I just hope we get more than one at once, because those are always fun. I mean, I like that Roy and Ryu and Lucas all came out at once. Granted, I still don't own Lucas. But yeah, Cloud Strife in Smash Bros. Is very much a good thing. So people, and some people are pissed about this. Some are saying, well, why him out of all characters? Or that one guy, he's like, where's Sora? We don't need Sora. Whatever. But yeah, everyone's going crazy about this. I do wish, though, they showed he speak Japanese in the trailer. I kind of want him to speak English. I want Steve Burton to voice him. It's like, I want Steve Burton to voice Cloud in the Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So, Cloud in Smash, I think this is a good thing. This might lead to good things. Hopefully it won't turn out like Snake. Snake in Smash was meant for a lot of reasons. But hopefully, if none of those things do come true, I hope it isn't just advertisement for the remake, which I honestly hope it isn't. I mean, look, the remake's not coming till about, I'm going to assume 2016, 2017, maybe. Probably 2017. Because they only started development on it, like, I think just a bit before E3 or something. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So, see you guys later.